Good evening, teachers. Today we are here for our in-house training on the topic integration of ICT tool in teaching and learning process. ICT tool, how we use ICT in our learning and teaching process. So let me show the screen. Are you able to see my screen? So the first is, what is internet? So interconnection of many computers via network, that is called internet, or we call it that network of network is also called internet. Global connecting through network, through LAN or WAN. LAN is the local area network and WAN is wide area network. So to provide the various application services like email, Usenet, news, WW, Telnet, FTP, etc. These all includes the internet. Okay, so now what are the uses of internet? Where we use internet? So we use internet in searching, in email services, in commercial services, electronic book and publication, video conferencing, sharing data and results quickly, retrieving files and programs of all types, finding information, database and tutorials, newspaper columns, banking, downloading or uploading any information, news, sports, stocks, and the use of internet in various fields like education, business, governance. We all know that in every field we use the internet. Now, internet as ICT tool. Now, how we use the internet as ICT tool? So before that, we should know that what is ICT. During the last decade of 20th century, there was extraordinary development in information and communication technology. ICT full form is Information and Communication Technology, which led to the transmutation of processes and practices in almost all aspects of human activity. Information and communication technologies are the technologies used in conveying, manipulation and storage of data by electronic means. Okay, so mainly what is ICT? In 20th century, we used the information and communication technology. That is the ICT, information and communication technology. Now, what is information and communication technology? The information is the data. What is information? Information is the data that has been sorted and arranged. That is the information, the data that has been sorted and arranged. It consists of organized facts and opinion people receive during daily life. Changing data into information is called data processing or information processing. When we change a data into an information, so that is called the data processing or information and reporting data. So it is useful to people. It is often done using information technology. Like we can use it by using the information technology. Let's take an example of syllabus. No, split up syllabus or class syllabus. So how? First we are collecting the data from every classes and then we are making the class-wise syllabus. So when we will make the class-wise syllabus, that is our information. And the data, whatever we are collecting from the subject teachers, no, like English, math, so that is the data we are collecting, and when it comes to one place, it is an information. Okay, this is organized way. Now, the term is ICT tools. What are the ICT tools? In our teaching process also, it is said that we should use the ICT tools. No, so what is ICT tools? What are the ICT tools? Radio, television, video, DVD, telephone, satellite, system, computer, network, hardware, software, then the services associated with these technologies such as video conferencing and electronic mail. Like we are doing this video conferencing. No, this meeting or this training we are doing through the video conferencing. And what is the ICT tool that we are using? Google Meet. No. So these are the ICT tools. Blackboard, OHP, phone pager, TV, VS, wireless phone, LCD, whiteboard, interactive panel, forum, search engine, blogs, and e-group. If you see this, the starting from here, I mean this initial phase is this, and then it comes to here, then it comes to wireless phone, then LCD and whiteboards came, and at last, now the people are using the e-groups and blogs. No. Now, information and communication technologies are, people often use the term information and communication together. No, when we say it, we say information and communication technologies. Most of the people thought that this is the same thing. No, so these terms are related, but each means something different. This information and communication technology, this means that the same word, but every word has something different or some different meaning. So the two words we need to know to understand the communication technology are data and information. Now, what the communication technology are? Data and information. Data includes individual facts, statistics. Statistics means like numerical data, and the ideas. And these facts and ideas are not sorted or arranged in any manner. Okay? Now, there are two types of communication. We already know synchronous and asynchronous. Okay. So, what are the synchronous communication? Online chat. As I have pasted over one picture also. Online chat. In online chat, which type of chat? Text-based, audio-based, and video-based. No. Text-based means that message we are writing in the chatting. Audio means WhatsApp also, when you are doing the chat, voice message is there. So we are sending the voice message. That is the form of audio-based online chat. Then video-based, when you are sending the videos. No. So that is the online chat, synchronous communication. Mobile technology, when it comes to mobile technology, it becomes conferencing and the phone. Conferencing, we are using in conferencing, we are using the phone. So that comes in the synchronous communication of mobile technology. Then satellites, when it comes to satellite, it considers as television channel and video conferencing. So that is the through satellite. Now, asynchronous communication. In asynchronous communication, discussion forums, blogs, e-groups, Wikipedia, Google search engine, mobile SMS. So most of you are knowing about these, no? Mobile SMS, MMS and podcasting. Now the scope of internet as ICT. So in starting of the slide, first we read about what is internet. No, so maybe some questions arises in your mind that if we are studying or we are going to know about the ICT tool, why there is a need of knowing the internet. Internet we already know, but both are interconnected. So the scope of internet as ICT. What is the scope of internet as ICT? Education, in research, communication, leisure and entertainment, exploring the world, finance, shopping, and many more. So many are there. Then scope of internet as a ICT in education. So first we'll know about the education. What is the scope of internet as ICT in education? So ICT as a tool to innovate teaching learning practice via internet. To innovate the teaching learning practice through Internet. Internet as in digital content, multimedia, teaching learning method and learning environment. Now when we are teaching a student, and sometimes we want to give them the video in the video form so that they can understand the things nicely. Then ICT as an administrative tool. Administrative tool means Education Management Information System, EMIS. MIS is Management Information System. With administration of the school, they are using the MIS, ERP for handling their work. No. Then ICT as an expanding learning opportunity, like a distance learning or e-learning. Now most of the colleges have started that distance learning or e-learning and online courses. So that is the expanding learning opportunity. Then ICT as a facilitator of high order thinking skill. How? That is the learner-centered or self-directed learning or tailored learning. Now ICT as a facilitator. So in education world, ICT used for teaching learning as is used by the teachers. Administrative tool means that administration of the school, they are using the library. Library can use that library management system software is there. That is an ICT tool they use to to keep the record of the library books. Everything. Then the school administration is using school management system. Then for payroll also software is there. Then ERP. Most of the schools administration are using ERP for their administrative work. So this is the use of ICT in the field of education. Now, traditional versus internet-based ICT education approach. Now, here we'll do the difference between the traditional and the internet-based ICT education. So in the classroom, traditional classrooms are like physical, that is a limited size. When we are taking the classes in traditional way, there is a limited size. How it is limited size? Because the time period, the time of that class is 40 minutes. So in one day, whatever you want to give, you have to give it in that 40 minutes only. But in ICT, it is unlimited. Now, if you are making a video and you want to share that video, you can make it according to you. It is not, there is no foundation that you have to make only 40 minutes video. No, unlimited. And anytime, anywhere. Classrooms, you can take the classroom only in the school. But if it comes to internet, you can take from anywhere. Now content, PowerPoint, transparency, textbooks, then library, then video. In this internet, it is multimedia, simulation I am going to show you. I'll show you the simulation. Digital library, on-demand, synchronous and asynchronous communication. These all things will come in the content of internet-based ICT learner. No. Okay. Now, psychology of using teaching aids, which includes ICT. Psychology of using teaching aids, which includes ICT. Here is an effective saying, I hear, I forget. No, the verbal description only are not enough for learners to remember and understand. Visualization of the object, especially technology. So, if we do the practical, if you see the things that can be better than the learning. No, and generally also if we see something, we can remember it for the long time. Then I see, I remember. Knowledge that is gained through the sight is more colorful, accurate and permanent. It is said that 80% of our knowledge is gained through our eyes. For example, if we see any movie, no matters the movie is of 3 hours, 4 hours or 5 hours. Everything, every dialogue we can remember. Why? Because we saw it. No. And if we read that in the book, I'm sure that I think from 100%, 40% or 50% will remember and things will forget. Why? Because it is a psychology. ICT can help in learning. How it helps in learning? It develops understanding. Speed and automatic function of ICT can enable teachers to demonstrate, explore, or explain the aspect of their teaching and students' learning more effectively. For example, use of spreadsheet to perform calculation. Use of spreadsheet to perform calculation in order that patterns can be concentrated on rather than calculating. Then, extend access to sources. The capacity and the range of ICT can enable teachers and students to gain access to historical, recent or immediate information through, for example, accessing information on CD-ROM or the internet. Then enhance inquiry skill. How? Search for and compare information from different sources. Means inquiry skills, how they can enhance their inquiry skills? If they search and compare the information. Like one information they got from one site, and if the same on the same top, compare that. If they have like that, we should know about this. Getting deep into that topic. So it will enhance their inquiry skills. And how they'll do that? By searching and comparing the information from different sources. Enhance the communication of ideas. How? To communicate with other people locally and over distance easily and effectively. Present information in ways which are accessible in different forms of different audiences. Does ICT increase access to learning opportunity? That is a question. Does ICT increase access to the learning opportunity? So education opportunities in dispersed location where conventional schools are not viable. A choice to and parents or what they want to learn, that is drop out, so they do not lapse into illiteracy. Alternative venue to school, second chance education, standardized curriculum material, lifelong learning concept, and limiting fraud in assessment process. Internet-based ICT in agriculture using web application. Now, how this ICT, this internet-based ICT using the web application. There are many websites available for getting informations regarding agricultural products. One of them is Soil Health Card, a 12th National E-Governance Award winner. It reflects soil testing report, the current composition of soil, and provides information about which crops farmers should cultivate and which manure should be applied in what proportion. Right? Ag Market Digital Mandi of Indian Kisan by IIT Kanpur. And the website is www.kisankerala.net and many more. There are so many. Now, Green ICT. What is the Green ICT? Green ICT refers to an approach in reducing the energy and other resources consumed and the emissions and other waste produced across the ICT life cycle, from manufacture, procurement, and the use of ICT in an organization to its reuse, and aims to improve environmental sustainability. organization. Green ICT instrument. What are the aims of green ICT? It reduces energy consumption and CO2 emissions during ICT use. Reduce environmental impact of disposal of ICT waste products. In addition to the above, Green ICT also explores how ICT applications can be used to help other sectors conserve and optimize energy usage. Now, what are the steps towards the Green ICT? Reducing power consumption of ICT equipments, going paperless, buying energy efficient ICT equipment, disposal, reuse and recycling ICT equipment, server optimization and virtualization, indirect ICT saving. Indirect ICT saving means teleconferencing, web conferencing, video conferencing. Then our commitment of technologies and sharing of experience as resources. And Green ICT can reduce the cost and the negative impact on the environment, making being green good for all businesses. Now tools. See, there are so many ICT tools that we can use in our life or in our teaching method, so that the students can understand the fact or the concept inside it. So these are some tools that you can use: Google Art and Culture, FET, Goven, G comprises, Tux of math command. So Google Art and Culture we can use for the history or SST subject. PH FET we can use for the science. Their maths is also there, Goven. Then G comprises again we can use for the SST, and Tux of maths command, that is for maths, for teaching maths to the students. There are some useful keys of internet. Network. Network is a connecting computers with each other for exchanging information. Client. It is a program or a computer for getting special information from another computer. What is server? It is a program or a computer which gives information to the client computer. Server it is a program or computer which gives information to the client. Server is one, and the client means client will take information from the server. Protocol, it is a rules of connecting to the internet. And portal, it is a website known as gateway of internet. If we take it in normal in traditional example, if in general example we can take like server. Principal sir is the server and teachers are the client. Protocol of conduct of the school, that is the protocol. And portal, one place where we get all the information. So in general life, these are the server, protocol, portal and client. Router. Everybody knows what is router. It is a device which decides where data will be sent, network point. www, that is the World Wide Web. Okay, do you know what is World Wide Web? Why it is World Wide Web and why we use World Wide Web? www. Okay, we'll explain this afterwards. The browser, it is a program which helps us to use the internet. Website, research, universal resource locator. Now these are the types of domain. .com. We know the website's addresses, that some of the website is .in, some are .com. So have you think that why it is .com and why it is .in? If it is .com means it is for commercial organization. If it is .net, it means it is for the large network. It is for .gov, then government organization. .org means that non-profit making organization. So these are the domains. .edu means that educational organization are using this. .mil, military organization. .in, that is India. Australia. .us for United States. .uk means United. Am I audible? Okay, we were talking. So as we were talking about the tools, ICT tools, that what are the tools that we can use? So let me use. Science teachers. So this is for the science teacher. Have you used any tool for teaching the students? Any ICT tool? For example, like if a student is asking about the pH value of water. So you can say that pH value of water is 7. Am I right? Neutral 7. pH value of water is 7, no? This question is only from science teacher. Because so the pH value of water is 7.
Yes,
like
ma'am.
the student will ask that what will be the pH value of blood?
Yes.
So if manually you can say that whatever the pH value, if you show them by the experiment how it is, it will be nice. Students will learn that. So let me show you one ICT tool for the science. There is one website that is, the name is PHET. Have you heard the name PHET? PHET. PHET. Okay, let me show you. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
See, this is the website name PHET. There you can show the simulation. So I am physics, chemistry, maths, earth science and biology. So the pH value will be in chemistry.
Yes, ma'am.
So we'll go in the chemistry and then we'll search for, here you can see there are so many modules that we can show. pH scale. I am opening this pH scale. I don't want to go deep in the science. This was the easy topic, that's why I have selected that.
I think you are talking about the virtual lab.
So, like, if we can, these are the topics, sample learning goals you can get from here, and the system requirement. How it will be if we show them like interactive simulation.
This is the virtual laboratory, ma'am.
Yes, sir. So, this is the
like that.
water. We'll fill the water from here. Now we have to check the pH value. This is the pH scale. Acidic, basic, 7 is the neutral. So, first we check the pH value of water. So, pH value of water is 7. Now, if we have checked the pH value of blood, so we can select from here. Now, so pH with blood is correct. Is it correct?
Yes,
okay, like if we want to change it, if we want to reduce some water and in blood, now we want to enter this battery acid. We want to check the pH value of battery acid. So, the pH value of battery acid is 1.00. So, like this, we can show. And if we'll mix water in it, then the pH value will be increasing. Yeah. So from here we can show them that it is acidic in nature, and if we reduce some water, then let's see what will happen with the pH scale, or something happened or not. Not happening anything, no? So like this we can show to our students. Coffee.
Slightly basic.
Nice, no?
Slightly.
So the coffee is 5.0. It is very nice tool. That was only a simple example that I have shown. There are so many, so that you can show it in your classroom, so that you can make your teaching method nice or interactive, attractive, graphically good, so that the students can learn. And this they can, I think that they will use it as a game also. So let's mix some water, let's mix some coffee, let's see that what will be the. So from this, it is a playway method also. No, from this they can understand, they can know that if we'll mix a little water, what will happen? It will come in the acidic nature, or it will come in the basic nature. No, so that will be nice. Now let's see some more examples.
This is, ma'am, alternative options. If we are not able to do practical in real laboratory, then we can apply this.
Yeah, but small students, how you will show them laboratory? Small, it will be dangerous for them also. No, like see, whatever you will do in the laboratory, first you'll give them the theoretical portion. No, without giving the theory, how you'll take them in laboratory? And as we are using the Ict tools, instead of writing on the board, it will be better, no, if you show them some examples in some good way, or in some graphics way, in the pictures way. So instead of showing pictures, you can show them this. No, and this thing, if you show them to do like that, they'll learn, they'll enjoy doing that. Because if manually you'll give them to learn the pH values of all the chemicals and all, They'll not learn. If you tell them to do this, surely they'll do and they'll learn it by doing that example. Like that is the psychology, that's why what we said, that psychology of ICT or psychology of the human or the students, whatever they feel that okay, it is why they are seeing that, why they are watching cartoons, because they feel interesting in that visual. No. Now the other example we can have, one tool is that FED. There are so many things are there that you need to maths is really difficult. Let's see. So how we can teach maths through this? Maths teacher. This is for maths teacher. The network is slow, that's why it's taking time. Number line. So when we are putting this hut over here and then this side, maths teacher, are you able to understand this? This is the absolute value. X1 is this hut and X2 is this girl. Kanhaiya sir and Mukesh sir, are you able to understand what is happening over there?
क्या बोल रही हैं, बोलिए.
Kanhaiya sir and Mukesh sir, maths teacher.
दोनों कलर होता ना एक साथ पहन के फोटो शेयर कीजिएगा.
Okay. So now the next is,
वो तो ना कलर वो कलर होता ना वो ग्रीन वाले में.
तो म्यूट करिए आप प्रोसेसर को.
the next is G comprises Google Art. Google Art and Culture. So one more website is there. Are you able to see my screen? I think yes. Yes? So Google Art and Culture, again we use this website. SST teachers, social studies, social science teachers can use this. There you can see so many museums are there, travel adventures are there. So you can give them a virtual visit. Like if you want to search about Ajanta caves. Ajanta caves. So here you can get the pictures of these Ajanta caves. You can show these pictures also, and you can explore this also. You can show this to the students of visit to the agenda case, the one topic of one place, like I did. So social science teachers knows about various places. So from this website, from there, you can show them various places, and virtually you can explore this place, and you can tell them, show them. Then the other one main more site is G comprises. GeoGebra. So with GeoGebra classroom resources, from here you can show them the maths. This is also again the maths site. So in this, we from this end we can move this triangle. We can move this triangle from here and from here, and we can show them. How it is, what is related from there, we can show them. So prices. This G comprises is for the games. Students can learn the games, and they can understand, they can improve their reasoning skills, their thinking skill by playing the games. Then one more is tux of math command. Here we can get the grade wise, so the students can learn by playing this. Then one is code.org. So this is for the computer, where the students can learn to make the apps. They can publish the app, they'll create, they'll sign in over here, and then these are games. They can make apps, they can make games, 2D, 3D games, dance parties where only dragging and dropping the labels or text. So these were the tools of different subjects. These were the tools of different subjects that you can use in your teaching method. On the fact, there are English, there is for maths, science, chemistry, biology. You can use that. Then Go, Gebra is there for maths. Then code.org for computer. And then for SST, social science, it was Google Art and Culture. Google Art and Culture. And for maths, there are so many. For the junior classes, Tux Paint is there. From on the Tux Paint, they can use to make the games. And then Tux of Maths. In Playway method, they can learn the addition, subtraction, multiplication through these apps. So the question is why we are using these ICT tools? Like Rajkumar sir said that these things we can do in labs also. No, it is showing pH value and all that can do in labs also. But whenever you are giving them practical knowledge, before that practical, you are supposed to give them theory. No, and in the theory way, like something you are reading and you're telling, and one process is that you're just telling them theoretically, and one process is that you're showing them. Let's see how it happens. That will be nice. No, that is the main focus on why we are using ICT tools, so that the students can learn it in a better way. ICT is that information and communication, as already we had done, information and communication technology, that how we can collect the data and how we'll make it as how we'll use it for the communication process. This is the ICT. Now, understood? So now we talked about some domains like .com, .org, .edu, then .in. So have you thought any time that why it is .com, why it is .edu? You can write in chat. I can see from there. Why it is like now only we studied about the .com is for commercial purpose. Because when we know about the website, we simply know that okay, www.this.in. In some of the website you see that www.com.in. So these domains are for the different purposes. Now, and one question I asked is www. Why we use www before any of the address? Before writing any address, we are writing www. Why we use that www? Any answer? Why we use www before any address of the website? Like MLZS, www.mlzsbeta.com. No, we are writing mlzsbeta.com, www.mlzsbeta.com. So why it is www? Anybody is writing the answer? No? Okay. So www is the World Wide Web. Okay. So internet, when we are accessing the internet, same website, means our website, we can access it from India also and from America also. No, from India also, from America also, from Australia also, from anywhere of the world we can access our website. So that is the World Wide Web. That's why you are using www. That is the address, so that we can access it from all over the world. Okay. Now, One more thing, we have done that protocols, server, client. No, we have discussed, as I told, that in our school, who is the server? Server is our principal, sir. Server is our principal, sir. And client are the teachers. All teachers, staff are the clients. No. And what are the protocols? Protocols are the rules, the code of conduct. In our website, you can see there is one option, code of conduct. So that is the protocol of working in a school. And when we are getting our appointment letter, there also the protocol is there. One protocol is there, and one more we can see that when system wise, when we are talking about the work, we call it a system wise. We have to work in system wise, or we have to done according to the protocol. Means like teachers will report to HM or in charge, and in charge will report to coordinator, and coordinator will report to principal, and the principal will report to director. So that is also a protocol. That is in general form. And in the computer form, the protocols are the FTP. FTP, you know what is FTP? File transfer protocol, means the rules of sending file. The files that we are sending in our mail, that is sent through the FTP, through file transfer protocol. Through POP is also there. Peer-to-peer communication. Do you know what peer-to-peer communication? What is peer-to-peer communication? One-to-one. One-to-one communication. That is the peer-to-peer communication. Video conferencing. The best thing, or we can see that the tool that we are using for video conferencing is Google Meet, Zoom, and WebEx is also there. Now we are using so many tools. No? Any questions? If any questions you have, you can ask or you can write in chat. I hope that you all are going to use these IC tools in your classes. I liked the science tool. For the science tool, no, that I liked so much. There are so many. For the pH value was also there one electron and proton. Proton is also there. When we can increase the value of proton. Then that shell per second, third shell, electron is there. Then we'll increase the amount of proton. Then it gives the amount of the shell, that in one shell how many electrons, how many protons, when it comes to negative or positive. Now everything I forgot that I did in that engineering 11, 12. So now I forgot that, but it's slowly something is there in my mind. That's why. And maths also, the triangles, we can drag and drop the triangles from left to right. And like when we'll teach the angles, to the students, and if the shape is this, it was go. geometry. It is in geometry, no? Then let's see the construction. Angles. Let's take this one example. I'm searching for that angle one so that we can drag and drop and we can tell the students the angles with that 40 degree, 45 degree, how we can show them that 45 degree and 40 degree. I'm not finding that angle. We'll remove this. If we'll twist this, it is 90 degree, and when we'll do it like this, x and y we are okay. Okay then, no doubt. Can we end this? Thank you so much for attending the seminar. Thank you so much. If you want to ask, you can ask. I'm unmuting your mic.
Thank you so much for the wonderful session, ma'am. It's wonderful and very informative. Thanks a lot.
And you turn on the machine.
हृदय धन्यवाद मैम आपको.
Asmita ma'am.
सीता मैम.
सर बोलिए.
हाँ.
सर देखिए, इसे घर कहते हैं, जो मेरा घर है. हम वहीं बैठे हैं.
I want to ask some questions. Talking about my girl.
देखिए सब ठीक है, लेकिन ये अब हम कितना देर खड़ा रह गए. रास्ते में मेरा मोबाइल छिना जाता तो क्या होता बताइए.
तो इससे
It's still recording. It's still recording.
Okay.
It's still recording. All of you.
Actually, sir wants
Everything is recording. Please maintain.
something. Please ask, sir. Rajkumar sir, you can ask.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, there is one question. Are you listening?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Ma'am, do you think any drawback of ICT in teaching learning process? even a single drawback in the current scenario? Is it compulsion or necessary, or it can be used alternative or mandatory? How do you think about this?
Oh, means you are asking that using ICT tool is mandatory or not? That you are asking.
Yes.
I'm not able to understand your question. It is meant.
Is it
You are
mandatory
asking that.
or is it alternative, or it is optional?
Okay, so let me answer. See, sir, nothing is like that. Mandatory and all that depends upon the rules. Let me answer your question. Mandatory is a word that depends or that relates with the rules. No, and as we are going with the new education policy, that is deeply or related with the new technologies. No, so now everybody is using this technology to make the students aware about the technology.
Only for the awareness of the technology or the making effectiveness of the teaching learning process?
To make this technology we are using to make the students, to make the teaching process effective. Not, it is not like is it mandatory or not. Whatever you are doing, that you are doing for the students.
Rajkumar sir. Ashmita ma'am. Please allow me to say one thing. Am I audible to you?
I think there was.
Am I audible, Ashmita ma'am? If I'm not wrong, and Rajkumar sir's question was that, is there any disadvantage of using ICT tools?
No, see, using ICT tool, there's no disadvantage for us. But if you are using something, whatever is there, how it can be disadvantage? You can use the ICT tool. There is no disadvantage of that. ICT tools are made for using betterment for the students. These are made to give better knowledge to the students. So how it can be harmful? Rajkumar sir?
First unmute yourself, Rajkumar sir, then speak.
Rajkumar sir, please unmute yourself. Yes, ma'am. I'm asking that really, do you think even as when there is no single drawback of ICT in the teaching learning process, do you agree with this statement and strongly agree with this?
Yes, sir. What will be the drawback? What will be the drawback? We are using our phone. What are the drawbacks? Disadvantage, if you use anything more, like if we are using phone for what? For the communication. If you are using board, blackboard or green board, is there any drawback for that? You are using smart boards. Drawback is only, this word is coming in your mind because the trend, no, that social networking side, hacking and all, because of that. No, because security
for the higher level thing. Just like I am giving that, it's a green board or blackboard. There is no even a single drawback of that during the teaching learning process. But ICT, when you use, it might be possible that it might be helpful, but sometimes it might be harmful for the overall thinking process, thinking pattern of the students.
As in?
Yeah. Just like what happens sometimes that if your students depends more on technology, just like if you just keep show the everything on the boards, that everything is happening. In this way, there is a lot of possibility that the students cannot be ex- exposed or explore his or her mind to just think and rethink. It's a problem solving skill. Yeah. So, as a teacher, we should use this ICT very, that cleverly. So that's overall the thinking pattern, the brain exercise. Like if just you have rotated the angle, and if you have just to give the one problem solving skill and give the make the triangle to the student, to say the student make a triangle, and just think in how many way you can change the angle, and think about it, and try, and you can try on your paper. So this type of maybe this exercise will enhance the thinking pattern of that students. But as a teacher, if I just show every time from the ICT, so that maybe it will helpful for that time to easy for that student. But overall, the scientific attitude, there is a development of scientific attitude. It might be hampered for that particular students. Yes, that is the higher level in ICT. I studied about the ICT one semester. So there was some the drawbacks. That's why I asked the question. In one semester,
Okay, let me answer your
I
question.
tried the-
Let me answer your question, sir. Everything, sir, everything is having advantages and disadvantages. Okay, are you agree with me? Everything is having disadvantages or advantages. Like if you are giving them to write from the copy or from the book, what they'll do? They'll see from the copy and they'll write. Means that they stick to the books and the copies. No, there is no exploration. They are not doing any exploring. Whatever you do or whatever you give them, if they'll do only that much, there is no exploring. They are not exploring anything. Whatever material you are giving them, they are writing only that much. And that ICT tool that we did, or I told them that ICT tool means that like pH value, like let's say an example of the angles only. Okay, like if you are given the angle in this way, three ways, 50 degree, 40 degree, and 45 degree, simply. And if sometimes in their book or in their copies, maybe you might have seen that in the exams that angles may be rotated in a rotated way. No, in a rotated. If a little tilt will be there, the students will get confused that how it is 90. To make them understand wherever the angles are there.
Actually, ma'am, students have practiced by himself or herself. Then how can I change the side by the practice over your his or her notebook?
That is cramming. That is mug up. That you are telling me, that is mug up. But if they experience the thing practically, they will be able to understand. Mug up or cramming is not good for the student. Now, this time, the new education policy or the education system that is going on, it is changing. That is totally based on the logical reasoning. Now, here, the students who cram the answer, they're not able to give the answers of the board or wherever the entrance test. No. So, cramming is not good. Graphical, and you are telling the drawback. What are the drawbacks? In ICT tool, whatever the websites I had shown you, there is nothing bad things are not there, only the things related to education. Like if you are telling that these ICTs are the drawbacks, then why these Byju's are, have you seen that Byju's videos?
No,
They are making the
you are right. Just right. I was asking that according to you, there is not a single drawback of the ICT learning process.
I don't think that there is any drawback for this. Using ICT tool, there is no drawback for that. YouTube and social networking side are the different things.
That's
No,
why,
and
ma'am,
ICT tool in teaching, that is different. No, ICT tool means in teaching, There is no drawback. But if you are relating it with the social networking side and YouTube, that is totally different. That is
That is
the
the
facts and all.
difference, ma'am. That is different. Okay, you are right, ma'am.
No, I don't think that there is any drawback for that. Shamli ma'am wants to say something.
Yes.
Okay, your doubt is clear, sir?
Uh,
There is
What
no
is
drawback. You can use it. Apply it. The students will learn it. They love
so
it.
we use that.
No.
This is a very useful for the student. I am saying that this is a very much useful for the students. But still there is some.
But you are telling that
So we should, we should use very clever. So
Cleverly means you don't you don't want to tell them the size.
In my opinion, Ashmita ma'am, there should be enough network should be there to use this ICT tools. Otherwise, there is absolutely no issue in using this. It should be very helpful and interactive and attractive to us.
network and all,
to the
that is
students
different
also.
problem.
That is different.
Network and all, that is a different problem. That is
If
school
network
will
is
provide.
there, then absolutely there is no issue of using ICT. It is really it's going to be loved by the students. It is very attractive, and students will love. And it is a playway method too. Again, it's a playway method too. Enjoying the math, science, and art and craft, everything, isn't it? In my opinion, it's personally my opinion.
Yeah, you are right, ma'am. But as a teacher, we should use this.
Now, sir, I agree that there is no drawback for using ICT tool. Am I right, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you agreed that there is no drawback of using ICT tool. We can use it.
We can use it, but I am not agree with that. There is not even a single drawback of the basically.
Single drawback, sir, we can't say when it comes to technology. When it comes to technology, everything is having disadvantages or advantages. Everything.
That's why I
Even
asked.
we human beings are also having disadvantage or advantages. No, inside us also some negative and positives are there. So we can't do anything with that. They will be there. What?
I asked that you gave the answer, ma'am, that there is not a single drawback. So I asked, there is
I
drawback.
am telling that there is nothing negative in me. I don't want my negativity. It is inside me. No, I don't want to show it. So that I am positive person. That side is positive. Isn't it?
That is okay, ma'am. Anyway, I said it's very helpful. There is no doubt in this. We should use it, and regularly we should use it. But last and not least word is as a teacher, and what I have learned, always use smartly for the development of the really. Yes. So we should keep always in our mind that our students' scientific attitude should be developed. That's our main objective of the teaching learning process. So that's why
Yes.
I'm saying that when a teacher use the ability, so use it smart. Just so okay, ma'am. Next time. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Ashmita ma'am, for the wonderful session. Thanks a lot. It's really very helpful. Thank you so much.
इसीलिए हम मतलब
Okay, sir.
sorry Smita ma'am
Yep.
that I
Yeah,
forgot
muted.
to turn off my mic. I was talking something.
Any more questions?
No problem,
So
sir.
should I leave? Should I leave? Should
Yes,
I
sir.
leave?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you
If
for
you
joining.
ma'am.
want
Thank
to
you so
say
much.
some important thing, then I will not leave.
Done.
Thanks a lot, Ashmita ma'am. Thank you, Divya ma'am, for conducting this session. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thanks. Thank a lot to make us aware about that
Really?
once again the tool that we can use to teach the student very easy way. Thanks.